You dropped out of school at 19.
Yes.
Why would you drop out of school at 19?
So I wanted to be a writer. And so when I was in college, I was writing for the college newspapers, doing all this stuff. And through a bunch of things, I ended up meeting Robert Greene, like my hero as a writer.
The 48 laws of
power.
Okay.
And I became his research assistant. And so it was look, it's not quite as glamorous as like declaring for the draft, like leaving college to declare for the draft. But it was the equivalent of deciding to like sort of go pro at whatever the thing I was doing. Much less lucratively, let's say, because I was a research assistant. But it was a chance to kind of like apprentice under someone who was a master of the profession rather than sort of studying it in school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you recommend that for young kids like that?
It depends.
Because people ask me all the time,
yes.
they're like, hey, if you're good enough, because I'll tell them, look, if you're good enough to go pro right away and you're your second round draft choice, and it's the same thing, like go get it.
I think it's complicated. So I get lots of emails from kids that are like, I'm going to drop out of college. And I'm sort of two minds. So one, it's like if they're failing out of college, like when they're like, I just got, put on academic probation, but I go, okay, failing out of college and leaving college to do something better are not the same thing. If you can't figure out how to navigate college, I think you're going to have a really tough time navigating the real world. Because college is way easier than the real world. But if you have a clear sense of what you want to do and you have an opportunity to go do it, I'm bullish on it. And I'm definitely not a big fan of people racking up obscene amounts of debt, to then have to start at the bottom of their profession, whatever that profession is.